Good evening, namaste all. For those that have not yet seen my videos, I am Rafaela. I'm an energy healer, a Reiki practitioner, and I decided I'm gonna make a video today. I had a rather very strong experience 2 days ago while I tried to cut energetic cords with someone that is very, very special to me. But I felt it was time. I needed to cut the energetic cords since I felt that there is a lot of energy drain going on, and it was something I needed both mentally and also energetically, so I can maybe move forward some things in my life. So I have again tried to do this, but I believe that this time it was more successful, and I did have a rather unpleasant experience, but quite of eye-opening. So I decided I'm gonna make this video about cord cutting. So if you are interested about cord cutting, either as information or as a practice, or to know how it works, or if there are risks and things that you might avoid, and something that you need to do or not need to do, we will be talking about those things as the video continues. So let's start with the fact that what are energetic cords? Okay, so as we know, the body it is consists from it is the soul. Okay, there are many words and many traditions, many religions on how they refer on the energy that it is on our ethereal body, and it is the life energy, prana in Hindu. There are many words. So between the souls, between the people, and between the energetic fields of the people and the souls, there are those cords. Okay, there are these energy transmuting transporting points between the ethereal body, that it can be, usually it is for energy, and it helps on to open the understanding, to open the emotions, to maybe experience feelings and even things on the body that the other one is experiencing. It has to do with how thick the cord is. The stronger the bond that we are having with a specific person in our life, and if you also want to go a little bit deeper on it, the oldest soul connection that we are having, and the stronger connection that we are having, since these people usually are in our soul family, then the thicker and the stronger the cord is going to be. Okay, so this cord, it is located from our anahata, okay, from our heart chakra, from our heart chakra anahata, to the other person anahata. But women, we are having two energetic places. One is the anahata, and the other is on our belly, on the abdomen. And also women, we are having this cord when we bear our children on the placenta. So when we bear the children and the placenta is cut, actually this cord that connects us to the child is never being literally cut. Still, the body remembers that this cord is there and keeps on having an invisible energetic cord that goes throughout the entire life of the mother and the child. This is another reason that the mother cannot get separated, and also always can feel what the child feels, and cannot really let go of the child. But this is not the subject that we are having right now about the mother and the child cords. This is about cords that it is between people that in souls that usually they end up having a kind of a toxic relationship, because if the cord is healthy, there is no need to cut it. On the contrary, it is very good to actually feed it and make it stronger and more healthy, because more love and more good emotions are going to be constantly transmitted. But if at some point the relationship, for any reason, because it is a if we're in a relationship with a breakup, or if we are having if we are in a job and at some point it starts to be very demanding, or it is with people in our family circle, on a friend that has done injustice to us, and generally has created this leak of energy, then sometimes it is mandatory, and we feel like this. We feel like this energy drain to actually try and cut the cord. Cord cutting is a rather complicated practice that usually involves meditation, visualization, a healing practice after, because actually this hurts the energetic field. It does hurt the soul. I knew this on a theoretical level, but, and this is what I want to talk about, the experience. I like this before I go on. Please allow me 1 minute. Okay, I want some nice smell around me. Okay. Okay. So, yes. So it is a practice that someone must not do if he's not way more than 100% that really needs this in his life, and it really holds him back, because actually the soul, it is where not only our personality trails are stored, but also our emotions. We believe that our emotions are stored in our brain. They are not. What is stored in our brain is the understanding of the emotions through the logic and all the chemicals. But the actual emotions and how we conceive them, as you probably already know, they are stored in our energetic field and in our chakras. So that means that if we are not more than 100%, like let's say 1000%, that we want to cut the energetic cord, we must not go through it. So at this point, I will share my own experience of what happened 2 days ago, actually, when I tried to cut the energetic cord with someone that's really dear to me. I felt I needed to do it in order to move on and stop the energy drain. I went on having some music, some frequencies that actually they started creating this vibration on my solar plexus and underneath the solar plexus on the 3 lower chakras. And what I was aiming actually was mostly for the anahata, but apparently the anahata cord, the cord from the heart, is too strong, and it became almost like it got untouchable. But the cord that we are having on the abdomen, on our belly, and this is what I did not say before, through the interaction, especially with the relationships, sexual interactions, when we are exchanging energy in our whole field, but especially during the intercourse, the other cord is being made that starts from the abdomen, okay, from the belly. So while I was listening and I was meditating, I was in a very deep meditation, very focused on my breath and on the frequencies I was listening, this trembling starting on my lower abdomen. It was coming, it was going, it was like a tapping. It was feeling like this on the right, a little bit on the right of my abdomen. It was going like this, then it was stopping. Then again, it was going like this, and it was stopping. Then I realized, okay, this actually works. So I got happy. I was like, okay, this actually works. So after some point, I was in very deep meditation, and my back started hurting, some energy, something on my spine. So I decided I'm going to lay down and continue my meditation laying down. So within 2 or 3 minutes, something extraordinary happened that actually shocked me. It has happened before, but the other time that it has happened, I had passed away, and I was not aware of the whole process while it was happening. What happened was that my soul decided to go out of my body. Literally. I starting feeling this warm wave, and I could vision it also. I could almost see it. Imagine it like when it is heat, like really, really hot outside, and we are on the street and we are driving, and we can see on the street this heat that creates like this kind of veil on the street. So it was like this. It was not with a color, it was transparent, it was a little bit luminous, it was very, very weird. And it was a little bit like wavy, it was going a little bit like this. And I could also feel something like a cord, something like a pull. And immediately I started getting really cold. And I got really cold around my arms and around here, where it was actually starting to go out of my body. That, I won't go on the rest of the things, but it did make me realize two things that came as a shock, as I said at first. First of all, I realized what does it mean literally the energy force of our body. When it started coming out, the temperature of my body completely dropped. It is summer here, it is already 32 degrees. I am back from India, so I am used in a very, very hot temperature. I'm back from India from 1 year and a half. I'll be linking my other channel with my trip if you are interested in it down below. This is my second channel of spirituality, tarot reading, Reiki, and all of the things that if you are following, you already know that I am I'm doing and I'm interested in. I'm trying to maybe share some of the things I feel and I know. Anyhow. And what I realized is that this is literally the life force within ourselves, that we know all on theory what soul is and how it works, and on chakras and on energy and everything. But literally when I felt while I was still there and conscious that I'm getting cold and it goes out, my battery, guys, hope it doesn't stop. This is when I literally understood it. This is when my understanding got complete about what is the connection actually with the life energy and the prana that we're having within us. So that was the number one. The number two was that the soul knows what it's doing and knows what it wants. And if at any point we try to do something because we feel that maybe for this lifetime, or maybe for this time of our life, or for whatever reason we are deciding, this decision comes sometimes from an intuition, does come sometimes from this other place that we do know things, but most of the times it comes from an ego mind, and it comes from the place that we literally feel we need to protect ourselves. But the truth is that we do not understand exactly how the soul thing works. Yes, we know about the soul families. Yes, we at this point, soulmates, karmics, twin flames, everything, it is there. There is this understanding there. Adanari, I will be talking about Adanari, about this form of Shiv, female, and Shiv and Shakti, male and female in perfect balance, okay, perfection, the source of the universe, the yantras and the union of the universe, okay, and how it does transmit to us. So the soul being a part of the universe, it is something way greater that we understand, and it does come with a purpose, and it does come with ready connections here that actually are here to advance it. And the pain that comes within these relationships and with these understandings that we are having during the process of our life is actually there to make our soul advance and release whatever it's not needed, and actually reach this high frequency. This hurts our energy body, obviously, until we go over the pain, and too much of our ego mind, because the ego is what it needs to be shattered. It is what we don't need. It is the only way to go for unconditional love. But it is such a painful process. So yes, most of us, I am included, at some point we do feel that we need to cut the cords. But what I want to say here, it is that sometimes the soul knows better. And if it doesn't know better because it has some karmic relationship going, or it has some maybe unhealthy attachment, and it has created these energy cords, we do need to give it the time to absorb whatever energy is there, to heal naturally, normally, take its own time, and not make something that actually is going to hurt it. So cutting the cords, either with frequencies like I tried or with visualizations. I have read about a fire visualization, about a knife, about many things. Trimming it, not exactly cutting it, not just sometimes making it just smaller, or many things that are out there. What I just have to say is that maybe reconsider and just give it the time to think that maybe this hurt that you're getting, it is there for some reason. The toxic thing that you are in, maybe it is something that you can actually go through and over through your shadow work, especially if you are a light worker. You understand that you're a light worker, or like this empathetic person. Maybe what it is needed actually is more shadow work, more inner work, more understanding of how your body works, your energy works, instead of just trying to cut some energy with someone. This is mostly how our logic works, how our mind works, more about the ego mind, and not us to the practical thing of how this game of souls that we are participating and we don't know actually works. So that was about my experience about cords. Probably I'll be having more videos going. In case someone is really interesting, he can maybe ask me something, or maybe I can also give him the frequency if he's really that interested, because maybe he won't have this deep experience as me, and maybe that will work for him. But I just wanted maybe to put something in your mind to make you think otherwise, and make you understand that there is also another way that is less hurtful to your soul, and maybe go to your soul with more understanding, more love, more acceptance to what it feels, to what it wants, to what it needs, rather than go ahead and just hurt it. But hug it, be more loving, maybe communicate your truth mostly to yourself, open your throat chakra, and maybe this also helps you with the process of healing. Videos are coming about meditations, videos are coming about chakras, about healing, about Reiki, about many things. Stay tuned. If any questions, please feel free to communicate with me down below. Namaste.